What would you do if a D1 coach is sitting at your game and unexpectedly you walk over, you see Coach K, you see Dawn Staley, you see a D1 coach at one of your AAU games and one of your high school games? How are you going to react to it? So today I want to talk about what should you do when a D1 coach is watching.
New Chanel, Mama and Gucci, got out the hoop, yeah. Been through hell, carried the, life is a movie, yeah. We prevail, now we do the coupies, don't do the groupies, yeah. Got money for bail, don't act like you know me, knock off your coffee, yeah. Flooded the road with Ethan, Hurricane Katrina the beamer, blowing the money like Freeman. I got a flex in the sleepers, they tryna do me like Caesar. You gotta watch for the creepers, I got that high in the steam.
Hey, I'm Harvey Harrington. Welcome back. And just want to talk a little bit. I know it's been different with the pandemic, but things are starting to trend back in the right direction. And gyms are going to be back packed before you know it. I mean, you'll blink and it'll be there, but didn't have that opportunity for about a year now. And just wanted to give you somewhat of a plan on what to do if somebody's watching your game. So let's say, I remember when I was in high school, we played against Tyson Chandler and Tayshaun Prince. And I remember playing at Peach Jam, which was one of the biggest tournaments out there, probably still the same in Atlanta, Georgia, or no, I think it was in Augusta, Georgia, or whatever. So I remember playing in that, and I remember playing a game, and Coach K comes and sits down. And then, you got the coach, Herb Sendek from NC State. He sits down. I mean, it's a bunch of coaches over there. Now, not expecting this. I mean, this is typically how kids get scholarships. It's not always about you just having a name. Sometimes you have to slip in and make your presence known. So these are the times when you're least likely to think about a coach coming to watch you, and here's some kid that is highly recruited and you get a scholarship. So these are the times that you need to be thinking of. And just like anything else, like if you play the piano, you want to do a dress rehearsal. If you run track, you want to practice. I mean, it's the same thing. So just getting your mind right for if a D1 coach comes and sits down, what are some of the things that you can do? First thing, make sure that you're paying attention to everything that your coach is saying, whether it's high school, AAU. They shouldn't be talking to you, and you shouldn't be looking in the crowd. We know that the coaches know what they look like. You know what they look like. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to look at your mom, your dad, period. You shouldn't be doing this anyway. But to maximize your chances, most college coaches want to know that you're all in. So make sure that you are paying attention to your head coach when they're talking. Make sure you hustle. That's number 2. Hustle, dive for loose balls, play hard. I mean, you have to put it all out on the floor. This may be your one and only shot to get a scholarship from one of the top schools that you've been waiting on. I mean, you cannot screw this up. You can't be out there being cool. I mean, you have to get after it. If there's a loose basketball, if there's a fight for a ball, tie up, you need to be in on that. I mean, be smart with that as well. Number 3, be the best at something. I mean, be the best at something on the team. Defensively, be the best defender. Be the best rebounder. Be the best passer. Be the best at something that can possibly help you stand out amongst everybody else that's playing in a particular game that you're playing in. Number 4, communication. Communicate as best as you can with your teammates. Communicate with your coach. Make sure defensively, this is huge. Communicate on defense. I mean, if you can show some of those things, a lot of college coaches will possibly eat that up. I mean, communication goes without saying, but at the same time, in a game of basketball, to go up to the next level, you have to communicate. You have to communicate well. Number 5, this is probably one of the most important. Number 1 is pretty important, but this is really important as well. Number 5 is that don't let the mistakes affect your effort. So if you screw something up, if you're playing hard, you're getting rebounds and maybe getting a couple scores here and there, you're playing good defense, and you catch the ball for a breakaway layup, and it's just you in the hoop, and you go down and you miss that. Don't let that affect the rest of the game for you. Just continue to stay positive, stay upbeat. Mistakes are going to happen, and coaches want to see how you're going to react when you make mistakes. Number 6, be sure to lead. Be a leader at all times. Be a leader. Find a way to lead your team to victory. Find a way to lead your team through adversity. Be a leader. That's a big one too. Number 7, and the final one, is to be confident. You have to be as confident as possible. You have to believe. I mean, when coaches are watching kids play, they can tell the kids that know how to play. They can tell the kids that are confident. I mean, you should be working this all the time. I talk about confidence all day long because confidence can make or break you. Hey, I want to thank you for watching. My name is Harvey Harrington. And just remember, dreams don't work unless you do.